So Cam from Cog was looking to become a millionaire by the time he was at least 25. And he was working his 9-to-5 job, and he was doing the maths, trying to calculate the compound interest and all these things of how much money he needs to save, what kind of return he needs to get on his investments to achieve this goal. And he realized it definitely wasn't possible. Not in the next 10 years, not in the next 20 years, maybe in the next 30 years. Helplessness and despair. But it's not all bad, because Cam from Cog has made money online in the past. He's had actual side hustles, but most importantly, he's not willing to give up. He's willing to put in the work and sees constant inspiration every single day from reading books and watching beneficial type YouTube videos. See, there's so many people that want to get rich, but there's even fewer that even have an idea of what to do and how to do it. And there's even fewer people that are actually willing to take action on top of having a good idea of how to make money. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're one of those people that are actually willing to take action. So today I'm going to be showing you some of my side hustles that I've done in the past, as well as one that I'm in the progress of starting that I know it can work because I've seen other people do it in person. I used to be a part of it. They used to take my money and I used to enjoy giving them my money for their service. Before we get into the video, if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as comment down below any side hustles you've done or you're trying to start, so we can all give each other ideas and hopefully some feedback on our ideas. So number one is the side hustle that I'm currently trying to start right now, and that is a meetup sports business. So meetup is a social app where anyone can start a group to then run events for that group. Now these events can range from anything from business seminars to hiking events to debates, and all of those ideas can be incredibly profitable if you're charging cost of entry. But for most people, we don't have the skills or knowledge to really just give seminars on a consistent basis to a lot of people that can actually gain value from it. So what we're trying to do is maybe rent out a local high school gym and offer indoor sporting events such as basketball, futsal, volleyball, things like that. Now I used to participate in something like this where someone would rent out a high school gym near me and they would host all these different events. It was $10 entry fee, and they drove around a AH Sports Tesla, which is their company, and have fully branded out. And so they were obviously making a good living off it, because think about it, for an hour of basketball and then an hour of futsal afterwards, he gets 40 people involved. We won't get 2 courts running. Generally there's 5 subs, so generally it's 25 people. For basketball and futsal, that's $500 for 2 hours of work a night, and you could run it 3 nights a week. Maybe then you could do like a weekend as well. I know what you're thinking.
Oh, this business isn't scalable. Oh, you're limited by the number of people you can get to the event. You're still trading time for money because you have to be there for the 2 hours.
But all you have to do once you've got the court booking is you can pay someone $20 an hour, so they're there for 2, maybe 3 hours, just taking in money and payments. So you think about it, that costs $60. Renting out the court might cost $100, $200. Yeah, $160 worth of expenses. You make $500, $340 for free pretty much. And once you've set up doing it every single week, you know, you could do it a couple times a week. That's $340 a night, and you don't really have to do any work once it's all set up. And then you can go into different cities, different suburbs, different places, all depending on how densely populated your state is, and then keep starting this business in different places, and then you get more and more money and you can scale it up pretty quickly. You might have to go around to your local like soccer communities and people just playing basketball and go, hey, I'm offering this service or this event if you want to come see it, or just hand people business cards, go to like local stadiums, pin up a poster, be like, scan this QR code, go on the meetup. People find it on the meetup app. You can advertise on Instagram, Facebook, all those things, and once people start coming, you get an audience and it will spread by word of mouth. Because once people start playing there, they don't want their friends to start playing there, their friends don't want to start playing there, etc. And eventually you have a crowd that you won't even need to fund with advertising. Now the next business, I've talked about this on a few times on this channel because I do it a lot. I've been doing it for pretty much ever, and that is selling fake shoes. And you don't have to scam, you don't have to sell them as real. You can tell people they're fake, and a lot of the times people will still want to buy them as long as they're decently priced. Like, you're not trying to sell them for $300-400, and they're good quality reps. Now to do this, I can make a full in-depth video if you guys want that, but pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Reddit, Rep Fashion, and then you're gonna find like good buys, like things that are fairly cheap, maybe on sale, clearance sale from the Chinese factory that you can get for really, really cheap. You know, copy the links. You're gonna go to a website called CSS Buy. I'll leave a link in the description to that. and then you can pretty much just buy the items. You bulk ship all the items to wherever you're from, and generally a regular pair of shoes like a Jordan 1 will probably you can get for somewhere around $100, maybe $80 including shipping, and you can flip for $100 profit easily. I sell most of my shoes for between $160 to $200, and I just sell them on like Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, which is like the equivalent of Craigslist. So anything local, so you don't have to pay for shipping. You can also experiment with trying to sell fake clothes as well. I've noticed that some places I lived, because I've moved cities a lot, some places the fake clothes sell like that, and other places they take a very, very long time to sell and they're not worth it. So it really depends on what city you are and what the fashion is, if it's worth getting fake clothes. The fake clothes I really do recommend is anything off-white. Same with the shoes, anything off-white generally sells really good, and Fear of God clothes do also sell pretty good. Now, the benefit of this is it's incredibly easy. There's not too much risk. I mean, generally you don't want to sell the shoes. In worst case scenario, you sell them for what you bought them for and you wasted a little bit of time. It's like super simple. It's not scary at all. You don't have to contact anyone other than the people that hit you up, but it's a lot easier for other people to message you than it is for you to message other people and ask for things. So it's really simple to do. It's not that scalable, but it also doesn't take too much time. You know, you spend an hour ordering products, and then throughout your day, you know, you can kind of just message people when they message you, and then they can come pick it up whenever it's convenient for both of you. So it really doesn't take too much time. It's just a really simple way to, you know, make an extra couple $100 a month, which can go a long way added up over time. Now, last but not least, this is another one. It's probably my personal favorite side hustle. It's the one I've definitely made the most money with. It can lead to a lot of other things and a lot of other businesses. It gives you a lot of ideas. It can build connections. It teaches you a lot of skills. It's absolutely free to start, but it does take a large time investment. It can be incredibly scalable and incredibly profitable depending on how good you get at it and how much time you're willing to put into it. I made over $20,000 with this before I was 18, when I was really on my grind, and that is what I'm doing right now, and that is YouTube. Now you're probably thinking,
oh my god, you only have 600 subs right now. You don't even make any money off this.
well, actually I have made a couple $100 off this channel from selling stuff on Amazon, but what I really made my money from YouTube was on my gaming channel, which is Cameron Un, and I made a little bit of money on my reaction channel, which is Cam. Now, I honestly don't recommend you start a reaction channel just because it's very, very easy to get a lot of views, which is very addicting. So you're gonna start putting a lot of time in it, and it's gonna become your focus because you're like, oh my god, I'm getting 50,000 views every single day, and I'm really not putting that much effort into it. All I'm doing is watching a video, but you don't really make much money off it. You get like 10-20 cents per 1,000 views as the worst CPMs. But gaming channels, I've noticed I was making like anywhere between $5 to $20 pretty much, depending on the month, per 1,000 views. So I was making bank from it. I pretty much made like $18,000 US from my gaming channel, just playing NBA 2K. Finance channels, which is the reason I'm doing this channel, they make a ton of CPM. If you look at Graham Stephan, he's got a ton of videos on how much money finance channels make. So what you want to do is find a niche that you're passionate about, that can give a lot of money, that pays a good CPM, and that there's actually an audience for. And if you really want to be successful with it, you pretty much have to put all your spare time into it. But it can make you anywhere from $1,000 extra a month to $100,000 extra a month. The potential for YouTube is unlimited because it has unlimited scalability, okay? A video you posted 3 years ago can still be pulling 10,000 views a day if it was really crazy, like a Mr. Beast type video, or like how to tie a tie or something. But my only advice I can give you if you want to pursue this YouTube side hustle is watch a lot of YouTube videos on how to get better edits, how to increase audience retention time, learn Photoshop to make your thumbnails. You can outsource all that stuff later, but I'd recommend you learn how to do it so you know how to like correct. Like if you hire an editor, then you already know like, oh, you did this wrong, can you do it like this? Or if you hire a thumbnail artist, you know, you can get like a template from him or whatever, and you can edit it, you can make slight changes. If you need a quick thumbnail, you want to change the thumbnail, you can do it yourself. It makes the cost entry to YouTube free. You can pay for things, but if you can learn to do it all yourself, it is way better, because before you start making money, you don't want to be losing money on it, and you don't have to be disciplined. So what I also recommend you do is create like a daily schedule, like, oh, I go to work here, straight after work I'm going to start brainstorming for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to start filming voiceover, and then I'm going to edit for this amount of time, or on Monday I go record videos, on Wednesday I edit videos, on Friday I make thumbnails, Saturday I get them all uploaded and scheduled for the next week. Things like that. You just got to structure your day and be efficient with your time if you really want to be beneficial with this as a side hustle, which means it's not your primary job. But another thing with this is it can become your primary job pretty easily. And if you're making videos on something you enjoy, it can be an absolutely great side hustle that you actually enjoy and turns into a full career. But either way, man, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Let me know your side hustle ideas in the comment section down below, and if you don't try any of these, or if you have tried any of these, and yeah, give me some feedback on how everything's went for you so we can all learn from each other. And I'm out. See ya.